Welcome back, YouTube. Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Qtum to BTC, looking at the current coin market, and I finally found my Abra listing that I wanted to show you guys, the Abra email. Hopefully you guys like the new background. This is my actual background, my actual office that I do work in and do my crypto through. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in a second. So guys, I wanted to try a different type of video today that I normally do. So my usual videos is just the screen with, me in the corner. I want to try to switch it up with today's video. Let me know what you think, if you like it, if you dislike it. Do you want the old method? Do you like this method better? Basically, it's going to be me in the background, and then I'll have the full screen when it is that I do talk about it. So as of right now, Litecoin, we're on the coin market cap page has been refreshed. Market cap is 264.9 billion, 24-hour volume is 45 billion, and Bitcoin dominance is 64.5%. Bitcoin is trading kind of even with yesterday. We're not really seeing much volume increase or decrease at all. Everything seemingly trading out sideways with not much support and or resistance in play. Everything is kind of just consolidating. The markets are literally not seeing much movement at all in either direction. And you can see that by these price graphs here not making any sort of difference. Now, I do want to show you guys this. This was the Abra email that was sent to me. For those of you who are unaware, who don't live in the New York area, will not receive this email. But for those of you who do also receive this, action required for New York users. Due to restrictive regulatory conditions in the United States, New York residents will no longer be able or eligible to hold synthetic assets on Abra after August 2019. What do they mean by synthetic assets? So the way Abra works is they don't actually have those specific altcoins in their wallets. When you're buying, let's say, Qtum on Abra, you're not actually getting Qtum, you're getting a synthetic version of that, which is basically underlined by Litecoin. So you're actually getting Litecoin, but they're just honoring the value of those cryptos, through Litecoin. So that's if that kind of makes sense to you guys. You're not actually receiving that cryptocurrency, you're receiving a synthetic version. And you can tell that that's true because when you try to transfer out money off of the exchange, off of Abra, you can only do that with Litecoin, Bitcoin, or Ethereum. You can't do that with Qtum or all the other Ripple, XRP, any of the other cryptocurrencies. So it says if you're holding any assets other than Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, or Bitcoin Cash, you'll need to exchange or withdraw them by 11:59 p.m. today, August 29th, 2019, which was yesterday. After today, any remaining balances and those assets will be converted to Bitcoin in the app. So that's awesome. I'm glad it turned into Bitcoin in the app instead of, freezing out and locking you up. I know Bittrex did that. Literally, if you didn't get your funds out, they would have just locked your account completely, which is horrible. But it says Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash are not affected by these changes. So that's awesome. That's pretty much the news on that end. Let me know what you guys think about that. Otherwise, I do want to just jump into the current coin market cap, show you guys what I think about this. So you can see right now, Litecoin is trading quite nicely. You can see it is currently $90. Once again, facing some issues with its descending wedge. You can see right here, top resistance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of contact, and we have 3 points of contact at this bottom support in this descending wedge. So very interesting to have, these complications right now. We seem like we're trading right out of that. It definitely is something we have to pay, a little more attention to, mainly because this is not the end. We can and most likely will potentially see retracement lower. It's definitely a possibility. This is only the start, or this morning, Tuesday, of the candle right now, and we could, potentially see movement lower. We could see this pull to lower levels, and we haven't seen yet the full range of where the price wants to head today. We could see a nice retracement back up. We do have that death cross that we discussed in yesterday's video, which can still hold value right now, and we could see that retracement down to lower levels, potentially down to $79, holding that bottom support. That could near us into the oversold market, and this could immediately be the bottom that's in. So pay close attention to that. Consolidating out right now, we're going to see either two things. I think volume is going to start to move in today, if not tomorrow, indicating movement back to the the upside, retesting its high-level MMA or falling to lower levels within its support. Now, to just jump on over to the other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, very interesting here too. I do just want to draw another support that I'm noticing right here. We do have, I guess, another channel. You'll notice that there is quite a few areas of support as well as resistance. So you can see the past two where the price is currently where it was back in July 15th, 16th, and then it acted as a resistance in July 17th. So I do think if we scroll out even more, we would see some sort of consolidation or resistance in that area too. So you can see right here, it's a beautiful example. We do have this double top motion right here, this M that used that same line as a support as we consolidate it out. So it definitely is here to stay, and it seems to be a fairly strong indicator right there. And you can see for the most part, things are consolidating back down. It looks like it's coming very close to its high-low MMA. They're getting very slim, and I think the price wants to consolidate out. So as we close off and trade sideways nearing $9,400, 93 something, which we're at right now, the high-low MMA should slowly catch up, and it should carry the price to higher levels. This current price will eventually retest the high-low MMA, and it'll slowly bring the price of cryptocurrency of Bitcoin to higher levels, eventually, topping off and retesting its previous all-time high for 2019. So I don't think we're that far off. Honestly, this is a very small retracement. I know a lot of people were extremely upset of this major bearish drop, but in the hindsight of things, it's really not that big of a retracement. It was actually quite small, moving from 12.7 all the way down to 9.4 is not that traumatic. It's not that detrimental. It's a very small, healthy consolidation. Where we were previously, we were extremely overbought. Now we're more on the lower end of things, giving us more potential to move up to those higher levels. So regardless, we don't seem to be that bad. This now will help us, out with potential movements back to the upside. Instead of us being so, strung out and so high up compared to its high-level MMA, we're now right next to it, indicating that this may be another leap back to the upside. We do have plenty of room for volume to be injected into Bitcoin, which inevitably will boost those other cryptocurrencies. So right now, once again, consolidation is needed. We're really looking to see if we can retest this high-level MMA, then we could potentially see movement off. Now to move on to Ethereum for you guys. Ethereum is doing a very similar thing. You notice it broke bearish from its ascending triangle, and I could literally just point that out, by drawing something like this or retracing this down here. Just like that. So now you can see what I'm referring to. So we had an ascending triangle that broke bearish, fell down to its previous channel, using support at $200, 197, 200, and top resistance at 230. You can see it's slowly trading out sideways in between here, and it looks like it wants to, eventually meet up with its bottom support that's slowly raising this coin to higher levels, and inevitably, lifting the price to new levels. You can see right here, something like this, then we can slowly move up. Honestly, though, if we did use this support as a guide to move up to higher levels, this will be absolutely amazing. This will literally be a beautiful rise all the way back up to all-time highs and then some. And we won't really see much problems with it because of the fact that it isn't so, steep. It's not this steep in regards to the fact that it doesn't have much resistance or, higher pressure up here that pushes a lot of downwards movement on the market. So the fact that we're finally catching up to here may indicate that we trade and continue to trade on here to those higher levels, eventually retesting previous highs. But regardless, hopefully we can catch back up to our high-low minimum moving averages and inevitably, move to those, previous highs. Now, lastly, to wrap up today's episode, we're going to look at Qtum. Qtum does seem to be having a bit of issues as well. I just want to see if there is some sort of downtrend on here. May not hold true, but something like this could be a possibility. Maybe I can extend this up even more. Doesn't look like it, but it is something that's still there. Can I go more? Let's see. No, it doesn't look like it would play out that well if I did draw this. Then again, it doesn't look too bad. That's quite interesting if you ask me. I just want to extend this out completely. So with this now on here, I want to then zoom out to the weekly and see how that kind of interacts with the market, because it looks like that does quite well. Now that I'm looking at this, it looks like a huge, support and resistance on Qtum. So that's a very nice find. You can see that we had this clear retracement off of that. We had the second clear retracement off of here. So 1, 2. Then we acted as a resistance, resistance, and resistance. So that holds very well. I'm surprised they didn't pick up on that last week or yesterday. And you can see now when we zoom out to the overbought markets, to the daily markets, how well this plays a role in the coin. So you can see it clearly is battling this as a means of resistance. So now that we're coming very close to here, we should see and anticipate potential breaks to the upside. We're really looking for a confirmation and a break above here, and then we can start to see, moves to the upside. But that's going to wrap up today's episode, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.